So inverse trig functions, you guys have seen the word inverse come up before when we've done inverse like regular functions. Like I gave you guys back when we did inverse, like the order pairs 3, 2. Let's see. Does anybody know what it becomes? 2, 3. Nice. We just gotta switch the spot of x and y. Now, when we see the word inverse, but we're talking about a trig function, it's a little bit different. What we're thinking about is what is a degree measure, right? If you do the cosine's radical 3 over 2. Think about your ordered pairs. 30, good, right? Theta would have to be 30 degrees for your cosine to be radical 3 over 2, because in our 30-degree ordered pair, we have radical 3 over 2 1/2, right? And our cosines first and the sine. So this idea of thinking like what is the degree when we have this, that's really what the inverse is when we're dealing with trig functions. Now we have two different notations you guys might see, right? They mean the same thing. This word arc sine means the same thing as sine to the -1. These are both things that mean inverse. Same thing, arc cosine would be the same thing as cosine -1, tan and -1. So whenever you guys are going to be doing arc, or you see this little inverse sign, right, the big thing is we are thinking at what degree value, if I see arc sine being radical 2 over 2, they want to know what degree would the sine be radical 2 over 2. Some of you guys could probably just do this right in your head. Yeah, right, that's 45. It's got to be 45. Remember at your 45 degrees that you guys have your ordered pairs are radical 2 over 2 and radical 2 over 2? Yeah. So now,
are we still going with that one?
No, that's it. That's basically it.
What makes it going back?
Because you're going backwards.
Oh, okay.
Right. Now, what we can do is we could do a lot of this on our calculators, right? So I want to show you just how you can do this on a calculator if you do not know your ordered pairs. Okay? When you guys see arc or the inverse trig function, okay, we're going to be using the second function key on the calculator. So what we can do is on our calculator, okay, use second sine. See how it is sine to the -1 when it comes up? Right? So that's the same thing as arc sine. Now we can type in radical 2 over 2. So do your second x squared, get your radical 2. Just watch out when you're dealing with radicals, you tab over. Like you don't want the radical going across the entire thing. Right? Or close a parenthesis if you have a different calculator. Divided by 2, close it. And we get, should get 45. If anybody's not getting 45, make sure you tab it over.
Oh, I forgot the second. This is the
Yeah. Make sure you're in degree mode. Yep.
Hey, I got 45.
You got 90.
No, I know they have.
There you go. Well, get other stuff. Anybody else need to grab these copies? Other side, were you guys with the calculator? Yes? Okay. Great. You got 45? So you don't really need to know this. Those of you guys are going to go on to like pre-calc, calc. Maybe there's going to be times when you can't use the calculator. Bless you. This is kind of the thinking that we want to use. But you're basically just typing things in. Same thing. If you want arctan of negative radical 3 over 3. As soon as I see that arctan, right, that means the same thing as tan to the -1. So we're just going to type this right in. Second tan negative radical 3. Okay. Again, make sure you close divided by 3. See what we get.
This isn't going to be like a part 2.
Grab the other 3.
This is just going to be like a part 1 thing. So
Yeah, these would be part 1 questions. Maybe a part 2 if I want to look at it. How would you write it? It would be more like the next question. It has to be a different step. Oh, okay. How'd you guys do over here? Did you guys get negative 30 on this side? Great, that's it. Okay. Now let's say maybe they didn't have, if this was a multiple choice, these are great multiple choice questions. If they did not give you negative 30, what could they give you instead? 330, good, that'd be the same thing. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Negative 30 would be the same thing as a positive 330. Okay. So, I mean, we've been dealing a lot of stuff with like equivalence. Now, Katie asked about a part 2 question. Right? If it's just a one-step, I mean, even if it's a two-stepper, they could give it as a part 1. But if they were ever going to do this as a part 2, it would usually look something like this, where there's more than one thing going on. Now, if we have two different trig functions, so we have a regular sine of the arc cosine of 1/2. Whenever you guys have two things, right, you have two steps going on, work inside the parentheses first. Okay. Great.
You have to like go backwards and then go back. Like,
yes, exactly. I know. So let's see. We're going to work inside the parentheses. So I want to do the arc cosine of 1/2 first. So let's type that in. Second cos 1/2. We get 60. Great. Okay. So I know that this part is 60. Now they ask you to find the sine of 60 degrees. We always want to work with exact values, all right? So think about your 60-degree ordered pair. Good. You get 1/2, radical 3/2, and the sine of that would be radical 3/2. What we want to make sure you're not doing is putting sine 60 into your calculator, because if that is exact value, no, it's a rounded decimal. So make sure when you guys are working with like 30s, 60s, 45, or reference angles, you're using your ordered pairs. So you really want to make sure you can do that.
It's like a good way to like check.
Yeah, it is.
Check like rectangle too.
You could type that in, and it should be the same thing. Yeah, Adrian?
What about like negative? Is it always going to be helpful with both sides?
Like this part right here?
Yeah, because you know how like when you have an angle sometimes.
No, it could say negative. Like in our last one, you know how it was like negative 30?
It's only negative if it comes out negative.
Right, and use whatever your calculator gives you. Does that answer? Like,
yeah.
Use whatever your calculator gives you for it. Let's see. Sorry, just remember. Okay. So here's another one. Cosine of arctan of 2/3. So let's type in arctan 2/3. We got to do it in the parentheses first.
So wait, for when you're doing like the other things, when you use second whatever trig function, what is it for to find the degree? Right?
This is what this is doing.
Okay.
Okay, you're finding the degree. Now, when you guys use this one, do we know something about this degree? No. So, I mean, we kind of have to go with it. You guys might get stuff where it comes out as a decimal, but they want you to just to be able to evaluate this. Get 33. This is like 33.6 degrees. Now we want to take the cosine of this value. Do we have an ordered pair for this? No. No. So what do we have to use? We have to use the calculator here. We have no choice. Because we don't have a reference angle for this. We have nothing that would tell us. So we have to use the calculator.
It's not second one.
So nope, just regular, because it's just a regular cosine, not arc. So you're just going to do cosine, and I would use your second negative sign. And that way they'll take the whole answer for you guys and bring it down. So here we get about, try to make it into a fraction, but no luck. So maybe like 0.83, rounding the nearest hundred. And these are going to be like multiple choice questions, no more than anything. Yeah, you could get this with radians in there. How are we going to go from radians into degrees? Go to 180 over pi, or you could just take out the pi and put 180 in and use the same thing. So it's 180. 120. Good job. So this is really saying arc sine of the sine of 120, right? Okay. We got some stuff to do first here. What do you guys want to work with first? Inside part, like a parenthesis. So we need to figure out what the sign of 120 is. Alright, well, let's see, 120 is right here. Yup, it's in that sign one, so yup, positive. Alright, we got a reference angle of 60. So we really want to think, what's the positive sign at 60 degrees? Radical 3/2. Very nice. Right, from your ordered pair. So I'm going to replace the sign of 120 with radical 3/2. Now I have the arc sign of this value. Remember, arc or that little inverse means we're using the second function key. So now we want to take the second function key of radical 3/2. Yeah, good. Radical 3/2. G at 60? Yeah, good. Equals 60. Oh my goodness. Alright, why don't you guys see if you can try the next one? Find arc sine of 1/2 plus arc cosine of radical 2/2. That's your worksheet.
No. Cool. What do I have to do at lunch? Oh my God.
No, that's like if you feel like cosine. Okay, so it's just like, is that like just another symbol for
One per side.
Right, okay. What'd you guys get for arc sine 1/2?
30.
30, 45, 75. Good. Did anybody get number 7? What'd you get? 150? Yeah. Good job. Okay. This is right here. This right here, guys, is what you're exactly like right off Regents exam. Just how your part ones would look if you see this. Right? So just make sure you know that cos -1, anything raised to the -1 means the same thing as if you saw arc cos. It's the symbol to use your second function key. They just want you to put it in. Alright? So your homework are just these 7 questions off your worksheet.